Hi guys, I'm Angel. I am back with another message. Oh my gosh, it's the 16th. Time has went by so fast. My birthday's in like 10 days, and I guess me and my girlfriend are going to go out. I'm not really sure what we're going to do, but it should be a fun day anyways. But this message is from Archangel Gabriel, you guys. This is the type of message that I usually keep for myself. I don't really like to divulge personal messages like this just because I feel that they're mine and like they should be cherished and kept sacred. So this one, however, I'm being directed to give it to you guys. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you guys do like my video, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you so much for watching. So let's get started, okay? It says, hello, beloved angel. This is Archangel Gabriel. Blessings from above, beloved. The Lord our God is the only God, and Jesus, his Son, is the Savior. Dearest angel, great afternoon. This isn't a bad day for your ascension journey, is it? Your dreams articulate the beauty of ascension, yet it's not time to speak on that yet. It's a gradual process, just like your everyday endeavors. When you look to the future, what do you see? So I'm going to tell you my response to that. But I've been having dreams lately, you guys. It's just been really metaphysically weird, okay? It's just, in a nutshell, it's just strange, but it's intriguing at the same time. So my response to that was, this is my roommate coming in, but you guys disregard that. I said, in what way, Gabriel? And he says, I said, in what way, Gabriel? Within myself or in general? And he says, beloved, the inner, both creative and love and light goes hand in hand with your external, but please indulge me aloud when you look to the future, what do you see? And so what I've seen, you guys, I'm just going to tell you what I saw in this part of the channeling. I saw pages in a book, and I saw them like vibratorily luminescent, okay? And they were just, the light was pouring out of it like this, right? Very high vibration, very high light frequency. And then I seen two people sitting there reading it, but they were reading it backwards, okay? So it's kind of like, you read books like this, right? Well, they was reading it backwards, but they were happy about doing it. So I told him that, right? That's basically the gist of what I told him. And he says, now fast forward. And so I did. And so this is my response to him. I said, we close the book, we stand and we walk away, starting another adventure. He has his hand around my shoulder, and I have my hand around his waist. And I was thinking about that. I was like, are you asking me for a different perspective, though? Am I looking at this the right way? He says, no, beloved, keep watching and close your eyes. So I do that, and he gives me a bracelet and puts it around my wrist, and he kisses my hands and kneels. And that's where I get to the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, this is too personal. I'm not trying to post this online. Like, can we skip to a different area, or can you just continue with the message in a different way? And he says, you will post this because this is the way your spiritual union should be in the physical. Do you feel fearful? And I said, no. He says, how do you feel, beloved? My response to that was free, happy, and in love. But shouldn't all unions be this way in meditation? And he says, yes, beloved, that's my point, exactly. No matter where you are, you know what you have been given are gifts from God. Gifts of wisdom, gifts of love, gifts of the Spirit. Those whom have and cherish these gifts, such as yourself, achieve the impossible, which are miracles, beloved. Can you count on one hand, the miracles God has given you before your very eyes? He says, aren't those miracles in that moment just for you? And actually, you guys, I can't even count how many miracles I have seen before my very eyes, within others, and like the interactions they've had within other people, or just within the things that I've seen with myself. So that's very accurate. He says, do you have a deep knowing that what you're doing isn't always easy, but it's honest and the path forward to the best version you can be? And that's true too. And he says, it's essential all see what beauty they hold inside. If they only seek, they shall find. And in time, the path forward is so much more clear when you have faith. The book is the journey. It's your book of life. But why do you think two are reading it? So I said, well, I can only assume it's because it's me and my partner, right? And he laughs. He says, my beloved, it's because you both created it from a futuristic timeline and the heavenly realm. What people think of this isn't any of your business, remember? Those with eyes to see will see divine energy, divine essence, and open willingness to unselfishly change not only for yourselves, but with the perspective that you're building for new generations. As you've been so faithfully guided, staying humble yet firm in your faith and in your abilities. This is a testament to God's love. You're more powerful than you realize with God's love. You know how to have true love in your reality. So now I'll ask you again, what do you see for your future metaphorically? So I was like, okay, let me think about that for a moment, So I asked him again, I was like, what do you mean do you mean the full collective or just he and I? And he didn't even answer my question. He says, the whole view, beloved. And so this is what I said. I see a forest where two flames have come together as one that dance. And that as that dance, they flicker, and it finds the way to others to become the brightest light. Many see the flicker, and they, as flames themselves, make their way and join in the light in a presence of joy, accomplishment, and full union. So yeah, it's basically what I see. I see like a forest, you guys, and it's the two flames, and they come together, right? They come together, and just the way they dance with each other, and like in dances as one, whenever they do come together, it's like a call to the others, right? So the others come from all directions, not just one, but it's illuminated the forest. And it's not a dark forest, it's just a forest. So it's just, it's kind of like the creation that I have in my meditations and stuff like that. So it's different, right? It's just like, it's a vibratory vision, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Maybe you don't, but it doesn't really matter. Hopefully you do. And I says, and what does that mean? He says, and what does that mean to you, beloved? Does it mean you call in the collective in your resonance with your twin flame? And he said twin flame, but I didn't really catch that until I read it, right? So I was like, when I read it. I said, well, to me, okay, my response was, well, to me, it's more than that. Gabriel, it's the building spiritually. And he wrote well, right? But it's supposed to be while, but he wrote well, while also working very hard in the physical to learn and grow and show others to heal and ascend. So wells, you guys, so I looked it up. I looked at what wells mean. Okay, this is what wells mean spiritually. Wells represent diving into the subconscious, intuition, and the emotional realms. Their songs travel miles undersea spiritually. This is linked to telepathy, channeling, and soul-to-soul communication. They are often carriers of Earth's history, like living libraries of knowledge passed down through sound and energy. As far as protection and guidance, wells are gentle giants, symbols of nurturing strength and guardianship, reminding us that power can be soft but unshakable. And as for rebirth and cycles, emerging from the ocean to the surface for breath mirrors spiritual renewal, the cycle of life and the need to balance between worlds, physical and spiritual. This encourages you to go deeper, trust in ancient wisdom rising within you, or even hinting at sound vibration as part of your gift. So I asked him, I was like, why are you asking me all this? What is the point of all this, right? And he says, because it answers questions, beloved. May your journey be a book of never-ending love and forever and always a resonance that is the vibration of truth and love and kindness. That is all for today. May the collective know and learn their ranks of ascension. Truly fly, beloved, truly fly. Archangel Gabriel closing. So that's the message today, you guys. I'm sorry if I got a little bit tongue-tied. It's sometimes hard to read and stuff, but it is what it is. So anyways, I love you, I love you, I love you so very much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Be blessed. Bye.